Hello everyone, and you're very welcome to join me today. My name is Finbar, and this is my channel, Inspired Life Tarot. So if you found this video, or this video has found you, it's for all the singles out there, your tarot love reading. I'm going to do a 6-card spread for each of the picks here today. So if this is your first time on my channel, please consider subscribing for more videos to come. And today, I want you to choose a deck. Pick a card, okay? And just to begin with, on this deck, on this card, I have some amethyst and clear crystal quartz on this particular deck. So just take a moment and allow your intuition to guide you. Which deck do you feel has the message for you today? I'm reading this in general for no one in particular, but I've asked that the person and people who need to find this message are the ones that truly find it. Okay, so if you've chosen the amethyst, I'm going to read from this deck first. And if you've chosen the quartz, I will put a time signature in the description so you can go straight to your particular reading. But first off, let's begin with the Rider-Waite deck. So card number 1 in this position is basically your current situation, where you're at right now with relationships. Card number 2 is got to do with your past relationships and why they may not have been working out and what's reflective in them. Card number 3, I see this as you, a card representative of you and your personality. Card number 4 here is them, your typical choice, the typical other in this situation, okay? Card number 5 is the advice that you need to let the advice Tarot wants to give to help you maybe formulate a plan, what you need to look at to try and draw love into your life. And card number 6 is your future relationship. So let's see what the tarot has to reveal today. Okay. Major Arcana for current relationships. The Hanged Man. This is all about delays. Okay. There are different meanings to the Hanged Man, but in this particular reading, it's a delay. You hung up. Okay. It's also an opportunity for introspection and trying to figure out what has been going wrong. But for the position there where you're currently at in terms of relationships, there's just no forward movement. You're hung up. You're not going anywhere. You're not making the progress that you so want to make. Okay, so that's kind of obvious if you're single looking at this. Cards never lie. Position 2 is past relationships. Okay, it's rarely a positive card, and here we have past relationships. The 5, it's, with the swords here, the 8 of swords. I always see the 8 as it's a card of obstacles, quite literally. 8s are obstacles, and if you see the lady in this particular, the symbology of the lady here, she's bound with thoughts that are harassing her, limiting beliefs, not letting her see her true potential or anyone's true potential. And in terms of past relationships, I just see this as a negative card. It's a card of maybe suffocation, and you're not allowed to express yourself fully, and you're just bound with negative thoughts that maybe you've been creating yourself, or the other person has been projecting onto you. But overall, I see this as a very negative card, negative thoughts and limiting beliefs. And it's suffocating, isn't it? It's not the real you. You're bound up there with thoughts and feelings, and there's just a lack of freedom here. I just feel a restriction, a personal restriction here in this particular card, a kind of suffocation that you've been feeling from past relationships. So card number 3 is a card representative of you. Oh, here we have the Page of Swords. Okay, so I'd be tempted to say you've got, as a card representative of you, you're a person of great energy, quick-witted, enthusiastic, and sort of very, very chatty and networky, and quick off your mark, and there's great a vibrancy about yourself, especially in your intellect and the way you communicate with others. So I see this as a real Aries sort of a card, and really shows the essence of you, a chatty, communicative, quick-witted, and enthusiastic to the world around you. Okay, so let's see what the next card holds. Card number 4 is usually representative of them, the person you have been attracting into your life. Okay, so the person you maybe have been attracting into your life we have the stereotypical King of Pentacles here. The King, stereotypical qualities is someone who's quite financially astute and financially successful, has great abundance about them and strong leadership qualities. So I see that as the person that you typically attract into your life. Is there a little bit of clash there in the air and the earth? Maybe so. Okay, this person, for the energy you have, maybe a little bit boring, but at the same time there's great security with this person. Okay, but let's see what advice the tarot may give you. See if this rings through. Okay, very interesting. We have we have an inverted card here, the Six of Cups. Okay, so in this position, I would say this is a card of sentimentality and your warm feelings and old emotions, even just from meeting of old friends. Just there's a caring aspect to it, and a sentimentality and a real sort of big-heartedness, acceptance about it. But reversed, I think the advice here may be for you not to be so sort of sentimental, and not to be making so many excuses maybe for other people, and not being so a little bit, dare I say, a little bit innocent for the strong character that this King of Pentacles is. Okay, because I see a little bit of innocence here. The Page of Swords it's youthful, there's a spring in your step, and maybe there's a little bit of innocence that is entering into your selection, and the energy that you put forward in selecting a partner. And that could be the reason why we have a lot of suffocation here. This big sort of strong character suffocating you. Okay, so maybe the advice what to consider going forward to help you achieve the relationships that you have is not to be so sentimental and soppy and naive going forward, but to really sort of see things clearer with the great thoughts and clarity of thoughts that you have, as opposed to emotions and cycles that may be coming from the past. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Well, let's just see what the next card is. Your future relationship. Okay, here we have the Four of Swords. Lots of swords here. Okay, your future relationship is one that is going to create stability for you, and perhaps compatibility here in our swords. Swords are all about our thinking, our thoughts, our intellect, and this card can be a card representative of taking some time out. I think you have enough time out, but the fours are also about. I'd like to draw the symbology here with the wands, which are the start. Trees are about creativity as well. So you're drawing on your creativity and the fact that there's a new start. I feel that a future relationship is definitely on the way, and it's one that's going to create a lot of stability for you. And I think you need that stability. You need that stability to give you a rest from the kind of hassle that the previous relationships have been, from a very strong character that kind of isn't compatible with your youthfulness and the energy and the expression that you have, kind of shutting you down and suffocating you. So maybe this is the stability that you need, and it all comes down to just not being too soppy and naive and maybe too big-hearted in accepting old cycles of behavior and old cycles and patterns of what we've been attracted to in the past. It's great to have strong people around us, but not to the point where they start to suffocate us and bind us. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to you, and I hope it rings true. And thank you so much for watching. Please comment if you have any comments or suggestions, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for further videos, many more videos to come. So let's read for deck number 2. If you've chosen the clear quartz. So let's see what we have here in the light seers deck. So card number 1, position number 1 again is current relationships, past relationships. This is you, them, the advice the tarot may have for you, and what we're looking at in a future relationship. So let's see what the tarot has to tell us today. So here we have your current situation. Here we have the Star, a major arcana. Okay, so the Star really is about, I see this as a card of healing. I think maybe at this particular moment in time, you're in need of some healing. You're in need of time to heal. I feel ultimately we need to do a lot of that inner healing work ourselves. It's not something somebody else can do for you. But as a Star here in terms of the current situation with relationships, I see a bit of hurt, but you've been healing, and this is going to give you your long-term direction now when you do heal. And it's about finding a lot of balance as well. Symbology here is part water, part earthly. That's your conscious and your unconscious, blending both together to really get a deeper sense of yourself. Okay, and allowing yourself to grow in that healing process. So that's where I feel you're at right now. So please comment if this resonates with you. For number 2 here with past relationships, what they've meant to you. Oh, this is I get this quite regularly. Past relationships. Here we have obviously a disappointment. The energy of this card for me is just it's disappointment. The cups are all about our emotions, about love. And there's a lot of spilled love here, okay? A lot of wasted opportunity. There was there is always a silver lining, but I think because of the position that it's in here in past relationships, it's just you feel there's just a lot of hurt, a lot of loss, and even though there were some really good points and good aspects to the relationship or relationships, maybe both of you or one of you didn't really see the silver lining. You're just focusing on what didn't happen or what should have happened, and not the good aspect of it, and negating the fact that you didn't make it to where you wanted to go. It's just this five's a card of change. It's a card of moving forward, but just in this position, it's a negative aspect for me. Just not seeing the full value of what you had, and it being ruined. There was a lot of scope there. There was a lot of potential, but there's just been too much focus on the negative aspects of it. Okay, so the next card is indicative of you as a person, your personality. Okay, so here we have the 6 of Swords. I think this is ringing true of you right now in this moment in your life. If you're in this healing process, okay, and the type of person you are right now, this is the 6 of Swords. There's somebody helping you, whether it's spirit or life itself, but you've been taking this card of perseverance and moving to much more calmer waters. The Swords are about our thoughts or intellectual processes, but you move into calmer waters in yourself, and you needed to make that change. So I really feel the cards are picking up in a lot of your life cycle at this point in time, considering the disappointment, the need to be healing yourself, and right now you're just happy to be shepherding yourself away, or someone helping you shepherd away, and this someone isn't necessarily your partner. It's just indicative of the journey of life itself to a much more calmer and deeper place. I feel the blues here are indicative of, you know, your ability to express yourself now as well. Express yourself and touching into the spiritual depths that you have, and just a calmer place where you move. You have what it takes to move forward. You have the grit to move forward. So I see that as very indicative of you here in this particular reading. Next card is typical of them, the other person. So we're here with the Queen, okay, the Queen of Swords. So thinking of the characteristics of this Queen, this is someone who is Queen of Swords, or someone who is very passionate. The swords again are about our thinking and our thoughts. She's very quick with it. She has very quick with her tongue as well, especially if turned the wrong way, if rubbed the wrong way. The queens are usually patient and intelligent and intuitive. But at the same time, as if they're rubbed the wrong way, they can be very dominating in their approach and in their interaction with you. They feel very empowered. There's nothing holding them back. They don't lack any confidence to literally cut the laces out of your boots with their thoughts and the way they can speak to you. So maybe this person is the you know, it's typical of the person you choose, a very strong sort of intellect and cutting tongue that may not be, considering the fact that you're watching this, just may not be the perfect type of partner for you, because there's too much healing happening here, and you want to get to a quieter place where you're not getting lashed out of it. Okay, so let's see what advice the tarot may have. Okay, very interesting. Look at all of these swords. Okay, the nines are about progress and making further progress. I see in this particular deck, this card for me is about you finding the courage. If you look at the binds here, you've been frustrated and bound for so long now, and the advice is to really break free from this kind of this kind of hold that you put on yourself, or that you allow other people to put on you. Oranges here and reds are about passion, having courage, and you have the swords here that are more than capable. Your own thinking is more than capable to unbind you. So this is a card encouraging. The advice here is to have much more courage in your life, to break free from a lot of the thought cycles, and that you have that ability. It's about courage, and I link all this to the star needing healing. I just feel that the Dems have been very abusive to you. They've been so abusive to you that you just want to heal. You want to get away from peace of mind. Peace of mind. And the cards here are encouraging you to have that courage now to break free and not get yourself into binds like this with other people, again, that are so unhealthy for you. Okay, and then our next card number 6, is our future relationship. What the future relationship could hold for you. Okay, and this is very positive, and this is the pentacles are about earth, or the earthly sign in terms of finance and property, and there's an earthly feeling about them, and the fours are all about stability. Okay, so I feel that the relationship that's on its way to you is one that's going to give you much more stability. And look where you are right now. You're trying to heal yourself. You want to move to a quieter place in your own mind with your thoughts and your belief systems, and the hassle you've been having. And the future relationship, when you break free with the courage to not go back to these places, there's that new energy that you're putting out. It's really going to help you attract a relationship. It's going to give you great stability and reward. And I'd like to pull another card in this. There we are. There we have another 8 of Cups, and this stability is going to give you the opportunity to. The 8 of Cups it's a card of progression and moving forward, and it's allowing these cups here. The symbology of this card is that you have so much, You're so much more passionate about relationships and yourself going forward, and you're not afraid to take some time out to examine exactly what you want for you. Okay, and this particular card, the moon is taking over the sun, so your own your own sort of divine power is just eating away at the old egos. Okay, the moon is taking over the sun, music, your intuition, your divine power, that seat deep within us is eroding the sun, which is indicative of the ego here. And it's the ego that got us caught up in all of these problems in the past, okay? Maybe choosing the other for all the wrong reasons. So have a good think about that. I hope it resonates with you. But the future is certainly looking bright. But you know now what you have to do to turn whatever lies. To have the courage to break free from these binds that other people, and perhaps to a certain degree yourself, have put you in before, and continue with your healing process and allow that stability and choice come back into your life. So I hope that resonates with you. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. It means the world to me. And stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.